you. So similarly, how we have an EMF equation for transformer, you will have an EMF equation for generator also. So you see, machine and generator, they will be calling it alternatively, because machine and generator have the same thing in common. Everything is common. For a motor, if you give supply, it is going to rotate. Generator is the reverse. If you rotate the generator, it's going to give out supply. So we'll be using this generator and motor terms synchronously, denoting that whatever applicable for motor is applicable for generator also. Okay, now I am defining the terms. P is the number of poles, phi is the flux per pole, Z is the number of conductors, and A is the number of parallel paths, N is the speed of the rotor in RPM. So I am defining all these basic parameters from the construction of DC machine. So you have P number of poles, you have Z number of conductors, you have A number of parallel paths, phi is the flux per pole, and N is the speed of the rotor in rotations per minute. So for 1 minute, it will revolve n times revolutions, number of revolutions per minute. Sorry, for 1 minute it will revolve n times. So for 1 second it will revolve n by 60. So I can say the speed of rotation is n by 60 rps. So if I want to convert minutes into seconds, what will I do? Our speed is given in minutes. So for 1 minute, it is going to have n revolutions, means 60 seconds will have n revolutions. So 1 second will have n by 60 revolution. So in terms of second, if I denote the speed, it is going to be n by 60. So it is 1 by revolutions per second. It is 1 by time. So if I want to find the time, means what should I do? Take the inverse. So time taken to make one revolution is 1 by that 1 by this term. So 1 by n by 60, or I can say 60 by n. So change in flux in one revolution is delta phi. See, total number of poles is P. Flux per one pole phi flux na. P poles how much flux you will have? Multiply, correct? Phi P into phi. So see here. So the total flux is going to be P into phi. So EMF is going to be rate of change of flux. So E is equal to delta phi by delta T. Delta phi is P into phi, and delta T is 60 by N. So if you simplify, you get E is equal to N P phi by 60. Okay, N P phi by 60. So the conductors are connected to make coils, and the coils are connected to form parallel paths. So the net EMF generated is going to be capital E is equal to the induced EMF into Z by A. Z is number of conductors and A is number of parallel paths. So the total EMF is going to be the induced EMF inside each conductor multiplied by this ratio Z by A. See, Z by A, why we are dividing by the parallel path is, see, parallel path is just like another path. So அதுல வர EMF same தான். So அதெல்லாம் count பண்ணா EMF will be coming as a big number. But all parallel paths constitute the same EMF, right? So we are dividing by the number of parallel paths so that the logic is going to be justified. So it is not logical to multiply the EMF by A, because each parallel path is going to contribute to the same EMF only. So net EMF to பார்த்தா, you should divide by the number of parallel paths. Okay. So it is induced net EMF is going to be the induced EMF into Z by A. Z is the number of conductors. A is going to be the number of parallel paths. So E is equal to this EMF we have derived N P phi by 60 into Z by A. And you know Z is we know Z is going to be, I can replace sorry, if I multiply everything, phi Z NP by 60A. This is the final net EMF induced generated in the machine. You know, for lap winding A is equal to P, if you substitute A is equal to P, this A and P will get cancelled. So it is phi Zn by 60. For a wave winding, A is going to be always 2. So it is going to be phi Znp by 120. So this is the final expression for the EMF generated in a DC machine or a generator when you have wave winding and lap winding. Any doubt in this simple derivation? This is straightforward, I think. Any doubt you have, you can ask.
Sir, EMF is minus d5 by dt, no, sir?
No, I am considering generator, right?
Oh, okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Motor means, as you say, motor means it is correct. EMF is minus d phi by dt because it is going to oppose the source. But here I'm not going to give any source. I'm going to rotate the supply. So whatever is going to be actually adding to your source. So when you consider the induced EMF for generator, it is just like your secondary EMF of a transformer. We told, right, the secondary voltage is going to be always the same sign. So when you see it as a generator, it is going to be plus. When you see it as a motor, it is going to be minus. Okay, your doubt is correct, and the answer is because we are considering it as a generator, DC generator.